Good morning, and thank you again for joining us. Let's talk some politics now in Nigeria. A tripartite meeting held on Wednesday between the All Progressives Congress presidential candidate, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, APC governors, Presidential Campaign Council, and members of the National Working Committee caused heavy flow of traffic in Abuja yesterday. The meeting, which was a follow-up to the parley held by Senator Abdullahi Adamu-led NWC and the APC governors, has Tinubu's running mate, Senator Kashim Shettima, Chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum Atiku Bagudu, Deputy Director General of the PCC Adams Oshiomhole, Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje, and Plateau State Governor Simon Lalong.
Now, although the agenda of the meeting was not disclosed, sources have said the candidate has decided to take the bull by the horn by inviting all stakeholders of his campaign, including those who were aggrieved over the exclusion of their nominees from the initial 422-man list of the council, to a political roundtable. Now, this is as the electorate continues to worry about the party's readiness for the campaigns, talk more of elections. We're joined this morning by Bayo Onanuga, Director of Media and Communications, Tinubu Campaign Organization. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Onanuga.
Good morning. I'm happy to be here with you this morning.
All right. The details of this meeting are still unknown, but can you share a little, about this meeting? Is there any information that you have at this time?
No, the meeting basically was called to give the governors and the NWC members a kind of a peep into what the manifesto of the candidate contains. And this information was shared, and we had contributions from some of them, and it was resolved that even some of their concerns were already contained in that manifesto. And it was resolved that by today, whatever amendments the governors want to make or the party wants to make will be incorporated in the manifesto. And today should be a document that we are ready to unveil to the Nigerian public.
All right, we're looking forward to seeing.
Basically why the meeting was called, just to have a preview of the manifesto.
All right, we look forward to being able to look at the manifesto and see what the APC government or the APC political party will be offering. Now, let's talk about this conference again. There are people who have wondered why yesterday the ICANN conference did hold, and the other presidential candidates were there, including Peter Obi. Showore was there as well, but your candidate wasn't. Is there a reason for his absence? And what are your reactions to people who feel that that was an iconic event, a very important event, and he wasn't there? He did get some criticism. What are your reactions to this?
Well, I think that criticism was misplaced because, number one, we were all at that meeting, at Transcorp meeting, and we got this WhatsApp message that our candidate was not at the ICANN conference, and you compare notes. Did anybody get any invitation from ICANN? Myself and the special advisor to Asiwaju Tinubu, Mr. Rahman, he said, no, I didn't get the invitation. He didn't get it. So maybe somewhere, maybe they sent to the wrong place, because we are not in, even if the candidate will not be able to attend, somebody will have represented him. But neither myself nor Mr. Rahman got any invitation. So we didn't know about the event, and we were all taken by surprise.
Well, but would you also, say that you understand where the criticism is coming from? Of course, he also wasn't present at the signing of the peace accord, and of course, now also wasn't present at the ICANN event. So, would you understand, the concerns that Nigerians have with regards to his absence?
I know that all those concerns were being raised by very mischievous elements in our polity. There was no reason for instance, he was absent at the signing of the peace accord, but it was well represented. People should not forget that the APC presidential ticket is made up of two persons, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and his running mate, Shettima. So if he's invited to an event and is unable to make it maybe for personal reasons or whatever, his deputy was fully there, and he represented him. It's a joint ticket. Maybe people did not even know. Asiwaju was supposed to go to Senegal last week for the Molino View. He couldn't go. and he has his deputy to represent him. So this is something that is not unusual in a presidential system. If the principal is unable to attend an event, the deputy will go there. And I think we should just raise unnecessary misgivings or whatever. There is nothing to it. It's absolutely trivial issues that they are raising.
Okay, I think one of the concerns that a lot of Nigerians have raised in this regard would be the fact that, there have been fears about the health status of your candidate. Now, one of the things that recently, after much criticism, a video was released of him on a bicycle, and that video was apparently aimed at ensuring that they are affirmed or maybe basically let Nigerians know that Asiwaju was fine. Now, that video was criticized, of course. People did some digging and saw that it was damage control, it seemed. Should Nigerians be worried about the health status of your candidate?
No, honestly, I will tell you, this country is a country of very funny people. They keep saying Asiwaju is ill, but those of us who are around him, we know that nothing is wrong with him. Yes, there was a time he had a knee problem. As we get older, all of us, we may have problems with our joints and everything. So he went for a surgery. And they've now extended it to all kinds of things, all kinds of permutations people are making. There's nothing to it. The man is ill and healthy. At 65, I can tell you, I cannot undertake the kind of daily regimen that this man goes through. Having to attend meetings, to meet people, sometimes at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and having to be on his feet again by 10 a.m. or by 9 a.m. if there's an event to attend, is a punishing regime. Even me, personally, I've advised him several times to slow down, he's not getting younger. He cannot be doing what he was doing when he was a governor, when he was 47, 48, 49, that he needs to slow down. But the man cannot just slow down. It's part of his nature. So he works too hard. As I said, at my age, I cannot do what he does.
Okay.
I sometimes wonder how he's able to do all those things that he does every day. So there's nothing. It's ill and healthy. It's all because right. we push out that video. That's what said this man, there's nothing wrong. You could ride a bike, do what every normal human being does. That was the purpose of the video. Not that you want to push back all these fake news or fake stories that is ill. In fact, at that time when he went to UK for a break, just a 10-day break, one newspaper even said Asiwaju was seen in a London hospital, that he was in the hospital bed, and they even showed a fake photograph of a man who was not Asiwaju Tinubu being attended to by a nurse. It's all part of mischief, all right. Part of this campaign of falsehood that we're having in our country today.
So your party is currently looking to build on what the existing APC-led government has done. And one of the things that has been complained about is the fact that the presidency has not communicated a lot to Nigerians. For example, during the campaigns in the last election season, what we did see was that the President Muhammadu Buhari, was unavailable to attend presidential debates. Now, one of the concerns that has been raised is that we'll see a repetition of this in the incoming elections in 2023. Can you categorically tell us that Asiwaju Bola Tinubu will be part of the presidential debates that will be holding before the elections in 2023?
Of course, I will say he's not afraid of debate. Many people don't know this guy. You think he has the intellect, he can attend any debate. He needed to come to, if you had attended our meeting yesterday, when he spoke to the manifesto. You know, there is a man who has all the facts, all the information, and when it comes to the issue of the economy or political economy or whatever, he's ready, he's at home, and he can debate anyone under the sun. He's not afraid. Our candidate will be ready when the time is ripe to attend. There have been all kinds of invitations, about 2 or 3 invitations we've had now for him to attend certain debates. The one being organized by the Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria, and some other ones. Our candidate will be ready to attend these debates. So he's not afraid to do any debate at all. Okay. He has the gift of God to do it. He's not afraid of any debate. So I will tell you categorically, Asiwaju will be ready at any time that we want to organize any debate.
We look forward to that happening soon.
You know, aside the debates, you know, your candidate also doesn't seem to be very fond of granting TV or radio interviews. You know, there's not been very much that has been done, you know, since he, of course, you know, left the office of governor of Lagos State. Is this also going to be, you know, the new normal? You know, and you know, do we expect that your candidate will be willing to grant television interviews, aside from, you know, debate, TV interviews, radio interviews, and the likes, and speak with people? And also, I want you to address a video, of course, that went viral a few days ago, where he was speaking with a cross-section of female APC members, and of course, he asked that people complaining, you know, about the current administration or seeking a new Nigeria or seeking a different government should shut up. So can you quickly speak on those two questions?
Well, let me talk about that video. Although I didn't even see it because I didn't know the one you're talking about. But if you are saying he told Nigerians to shut up, well, maybe he was speaking from in the context of all kinds of things people are saying about this administration. I've also, even personally, I've said that Nigerians are very uncharitable when it comes to Muhammadu Buhari administration. Despite all the things the administration has done, people are not just ready to give it a credit. They keep spinning all kinds of statistics. Maternal mortality has gone up, inflation, and all kinds of things. And there are other, when you look at their gloomy statistics, and you see some brighter statistics as well that show that this government has done a lot. And people keep saying it has not done anything. And we keep saying, look,
Mr. Onanuga, apologies, but we can agree. I think we can both agree that, you know, there are positives, you know, to the government. There's parts where they have, you know, made some improvements here or there. But if you look at the way that these last 7 years have reflected on the lives of Nigerian citizens across the country, not long ago, we were speaking about the extreme number of Nigerian citizens who are leaving the country in droves to different countries across the world in search of a better life. Look at the cost of living for Nigerians, the economy, the fight against corruption, the fight against insecurity, some of the things that the government you know, promised. Aren't these concerns enough, you know, aren't these big enough, you know, issues to rate the government's performance?
Look, let me tell you, Nigeria is not the only country where you have citizens living for what they call brighter, prosperous, or whatever. The world is now a village. So many skilled workers will leave a country that is not paying them very well and go to a place where they can have better income. You see American doctors, they say, oh, they complain, they're not being paid well in Nigeria, and they leave. And they go to Britain, and I was reading on the paper some few days ago, some of these doctors complain that they are being used like slaves. Whereas in Nigeria, they are not putting in their best, but now they went to UK, they thought in UK they can do what they were doing in Nigeria. No. The paradigm there is different from what we are operating from Nigeria. So what I'm saying is that people will leave their country if they can get more rewards for their skills in other crimes. The Japa syndrome that we keep talking about is not peculiar to this country. Ghana, many countries in West Africa, Ethiopia, Egypt, many countries, people are leaving. People are leaving. It's not peculiar to this country. It's not the blame of this country. If you are paying poor wages, people are bound to leave to look for better prospects. But it has its own brighter aspect as well. When people migrate to other climates, other countries, they will send money to Nigeria. And that will, of course, improve our foreign reserve. So this is the benefit of it. It's not anything unusual to find your people leaving. We have seen this thing before. You remember when Buhari came in 1984 and took over from Shagari? People were leaving in 1983, 1982. They were leaving. And there was a popular advert in those days where people have been told, don't Andrew. So this is not a recent phenomenon. It has happened before.
But we are suffering for it in some way.
In as much as people feel that they can get better reward for their skills in other countries.
Yeah, but why is it peculiar to when?
Let me give you a figure. In West Africa, for instance, Ghanaians also leave their country. And you do know the bulk of their destination is Nigeria. Ghanaians leave Ghana to come and look for better prospects in Nigeria. But you see Nigerians living,
Mr. Onanuga,
they go to Europe, they go to America, they go to South Africa, they go to some other places where they think they can be richly rewarded. So it's not, you look at it from all different angles.
Is it possible, Mr. Bayo?
Latin American people are living to USA.
Mr. Bayo, is it possible that maybe this incoming
agreement are migrating? Britons are migrating to other parts of Europe.
Mr. Bayo,
so
Mr. Bayo, if you'll excuse me, please.
From a broader perspective, that's the point I'm making.
All right, but what we're saying is, at the end of the day, what we're seeing is a massive brain drain in several sectors. In the education, people are going abroad to school. We're seeing that as well in health. Number of doctors, doctor to patient ratio is dropping drastically by the day. And if your party was to come into government, is this something that will be fixed? Because at the end of the day, what a lot of Nigerians are saying is they're feeling the hard impact of this. Shouldn't the country be able to reward its citizens enough such that they wouldn't need to have to travel? But I mean, there are angles to this conversation that we want to explore, but we've unfortunately run out of time. We're hoping that we can have you join us again on the show, especially as regards the manifesto that will be coming out. So we look forward to having you join us to discuss this.
And I would once again like your statements on your candidates speaking to Nigerians on TV and on radio. Is that going to happen before or during this campaign season? Is there going to be a live television interview or a live radio interview with your candidate?
I've said it. I said our candidate is ready at any time to give interview.
Okay, can I just make an official invite to you now and that we can hold on to?
What our candidate will never do is that he will not just give an impromptu interview or on radio or television. Brilliant. This thing has to be well organized. He has to be informed that, oh, you are going to speak on social and so these are the issues you are speaking on. We don't want
I'm sure he's also vast enough to speak on anything concerning Nigeria and its growth, So, but what I want to ask is, can I get assurance from you now that we can have your candidate on this platform?
Yeah, once you give us enough notice, it can be done.
All right, we've had the other candidates on this platform. We look forward to having your candidate join us. Thank you so much, Mr. Bayo Onanuga, for your time this morning. Do enjoy the rest of your day, and we look forward to having you again join us to discuss the manifesto of the APC as it shall be publicly shared.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. You as well.